then you go left because that's where you're gonna go next, and then you die. That is not how you make game design. Everything I say is based on my own opinions and experience. I'm not speaking for the public, and my feedback should be treated as such. You are watching Nico Evaluates. With 28 years of experience on Mega Man games, 7 years of doing the No Miss Buster Only challenge and countless Snupster Races, as well as being the QA tester for Mega Man Unlimited and Mega Man Rock and Roll, I'm here to tell you my honest opinions on different Mega Man games. So sit tight and learn. Hello people and welcome back to Nico Evaluates Mega Man X3. There's something I hate about this password select. Which is that? You press the jump button and you go out of it. You exit the password screen by pressing jump. You have to press shoot to advance to number 1. And I guess you can't go backwards at all. At least none of the buttons are doing it. Up. This is more difficult than the... Fuck! This is more difficult than the actual game. Trying to get these numbers to line up and not go... One over. Because my mind tells me it's gonna go up to 9, but then it's not, it's up to 8. So because my memory is bad, I was gonna watch me and Shadow Rock play the game and check out the secrets, just in case I forget where they are. But today I'm gonna say fuck it. Let's see how good my memory is. If we miss something, that's gonna be a good time to check the map upgrade, the level map, and to see where the secrets are. See if that's any helpful. So let's hope we actually miss some secrets. Somebody said press the X button to know their names. I don't think that works. I didn't mean to pick that. Luckily the enemies do 25 damage on contact, so just touch them once and you pretty much game over instantly. I was gonna try and get the names up, but seems like the YouTube comments were wrong. Go figure that! I didn't press the start yet, let's see if that works. Press select. No good sir, it does not work. Let's go to Toxic Seahorse. Yeah, what 80% of people identify as nowadays. I have to look at the D for 5 minutes. Hello? With Super Nintendo comes loading times. Apparently black screen for 5 minutes first. Look at the little trip of water coming down from the sewer train hole. Attention to detail right there, look at that. Look at all the toxic sludge coming down. Oh, nice background. Questionable placement. The laser barely hits the ground. And one hit of this fellow in contact pretty much will kill you in 2 hits. But you'll learn that when you see the enemy 200 more times. If I... Oh, the camera! I'm getting sick. I'm getting sick. Like not not emotionally, like physically sick. Oof. Way to mess that up. Oh, look. We haven't seen that enemy before. Oh, there's another. Let's hope that there will not be yet another ghost. That would be embarrassing. Oh, it's something new, look at that. Oh, there's another now. Oh, there's a 5th one. There's a lot of these. And I assure you, they're not gonna... Oh, they scroll back very easily. They're not gonna come up with a lot of enemy types per stage. There's like 30 enemy types in the game. And... what I don't get is people usually just when they... Because they see me say, hey, this game doesn't have a lot of enemy types. They hear me say that, and then they're like, well, the game actually has 40 enemy types. I counted from the website. That's not how you do it. how you actually count the enemy types is you check how many times they are used. There could be 100 enemy types, but if 95 of those are only used once and the rest of them are used all the time, then it's really the problem still exists. So this game has 30 enemy types, and out of those they reuse the same 5 like a million times, and the rest they appear maybe a few times in the entire game. So that's the issue, not the raw amount of the enemies, but how many times they're used. You can't just blindly count them, that does nothing. So this stage is pretty straightforward, nothing too bad in terms of placements and such, but it's rather boring. It just keeps going the same way all this time, and there's the heart container for figuring out this extremely hidden secret paths. Probably one of the most lenient hidden things in any X game so far. And yet another empty room, because this is only stage 2, if you remember how those work, we discussed it last time. So there's not gonna be anyone there. And of course, this game also has a bunch of those, if you beat this first, then this happens. If you don't beat this meat boss, then this meat boss comes along. If you beat this meat boss with this weapon, something different happens. If you beat this guy with this weapon, well, maybe there's a broken window somewhere. Yeah, that's how X games work. Am I gonna show all of them? Fuck no. Do critics 100% all the games? No. If it was like an excellent game, a game you can't skip, a game that's purely a masterpiece, then maybe I would check them all, but I don't really have an incentive to check all the things about this game. It's such a mediocre title. And what the X games love doing, especially this one, is that when they show you one enemy type, they're gonna push it up your ass for the next few minutes and just show you that one enemy. Like here, it's not like the classic style when they have to rely on actual level design. They have to rely on actual enemy placements. X is kind of like, let's spam this one enemy for this small duration now. And that's what it does for the next stretch. X games don't really need the amount of precise level design as the classic games, because in a way you're meant to go fast, and in a way they're much more fast paced even if you didn't. So it doesn't really benefit from like careful enemy placements. It's not really a thing. It's not needed. So they can just do whatever they want pretty much. Somebody said if you use the eyes on the enemies, they always drop like health. Or at least pretty often. So I guess that's something if you wanna fill your sub tanks. I do like the air dash. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this enemy is a big version of those found in X2. It's pretty much the same design. I mean, why would you come up with new enemy types? I don't know. Let's just have an enemy made into a meat boss. Because we have so many enemy types to begin with. That's really just a washout. You just kill that thing in like 5 hits and it dies. Kind of meaningless meat boss. It is there just to die. I think it's cute that we still have like ladders, even though they're not really needed. They're just there for no reason. Like just in case you wanna look at them. Like here, well you need a ladder there. No, I don't. Choose that. Well, if you don't have that. Now, man's got a point. If I didn't have that, I couldn't make this. Wait a minute. Well, I could if the ladder wasn't there. That's a rather fun placement there. Makes you think. I like that. Except we've already seen that enemy. But I guess I shouldn't act surprised. And these things you're gonna see a hell of a lot. They're all over the place. And what some people like to tell you is that in X games, you're a dumbass if you just drop down every screen transition. Apparently you're supposed to go down like this, just in case there's spikes there. People actually told me this, like you're supposed to do this, and not go down fast, cause you're gonna die. See, there's spikes here. So it's a good thing we did that. But are you seriously expecting me to go down like this every time I wanna move down? Just because I don't know what's down there. That's stupid. That's I don't get it. I mean, if you do, Godspeed or whatever the hell you say. I mean, you can, if that's what you think the X Games are about, well, maybe they are. So my mistake was doing this. Oh. So what Mega Man always taught me, beginning from the classic series, is that the game directs you in a way that you don't die after doing that. So let's imagine there was a ladder here and I just let go. Usually when you go right and it's like a dead end to the right, and the next time you drop down you're on the right side, well, the game usually guides you to go to the left, because that's where you're gonna be moving next, because you can't go right anymore, the screen has stopped. So naturally you do this and then you go left, like immediately. That's called the game guiding you. It's guiding you to the next position. So what this game does is put spikes into its guiding point. So you go right, the screen stops, then you go left because that's where you're gonna go next, and then you die. That is not how you make game design. That's just not how it works. So even if you think that's how the X Games are supposed to be played, like this, carefully go down. Every time you wanna go down, you go carefully down. If you think that's how it's played, well, I guess I just have to learn the ways of the X Games, huh? So even here, where there's a ladder, I should go down very carefully, because I never know. I don't know if there's spikes there or not. So what you're telling me, I should do this, go here, carefully inch myself down to see what's down here. See, I don't get it. I should not have to do that. What I should be able to do is this. Let go and drop down here. There should not be any spikes down here. That's what I think. If you think X Games are all about this, then it's your prerogative. You're not supposed to put spikes where you're gonna possibly land after guiding me. What we talked about earlier about the guiding the player to their next location there. So spikes should not be an insta-kill element that you just happen to die on accidentally. Spikes should be introduced in a way where it's an actual challenge, and you know about it. If you don't know about it, it's artificial difficulty right there. But some people actually said you're supposed to go down very slowly in X Games. Kind of plays against the whole game. But enough about that. Toxic motherfucker. Toxic seahorse. Goes back and forth, as you'd expect. Apparently one of the harder ones to do Buster only. Not because of the first form, it's pretty self-explanatory, but because of the second form. And I'm just gonna call it the second form. The desperation attack just adds on top of the pattern. So there's not much to talk about in terms of the bosses in this game. They're all pretty similar. Or they draw heavy inspiration from other bosses that already exist. So there's not much to talk about. See if we could buster this or not. Probably not, but we'll see. Probably more sane to not charge your buster, I'd imagine. So in terms of the bosses in this game, Toxic Seahorse, not bad. That's a hard one to dodge. You don't want to be at the top corners at all. And here's the desperation attack. And he's on his high frames throughout that whole deal. So that was it. Interesting, huh? Now there's... Oh, I keep doing that, even though I told you not to do that. So I just don't want to jump up in this fight at all. You always wanna swap positions apparently. Like playing, like just be close, get rid of the balls. Then he does that. That might be when you wanna be up here for like a brief moment, but then come back down immediately. I actually went over me. And the graphics disappeared on the ball as I killed it. Shit. And with the weakness, he becomes pretty much immobile. Which is fun to see. A proper weakness then, huh? So we might have missed something, but we'll see how useful the level map is. If I miss some of the secrets here. See if I can use that to our advantage. I mean, it's nice that it shows you the weapons and how to use them. I mean, it's nice, it has basic teaching tools in it. I forgot if I gave him a voice. He's the Maverick Hunter I failed to catch last time. I had no idea he's so powerful. Beat and bite. Bring that Maverick Hunter to me, alive if possible. Affirmative, Doctor. Then they just kill X anyway. Mysterious Maverick, who the fuck is that?
Alive, Dr. Doppler. You are so kind.
Watch your mouth, or I'll put you back where I found you. Even with your enhancements, you are still no match for me.
Thanks for the upgrade, Doctor. But I have a score to settle. And I'll do it my way.
Fine, just make sure you do it. I still can't believe that Maverick Hunter defeated my master twice in the past. I like how it changed from something else to GLaDOS. I like that. So next is Tunnel Rhino, which kinda looks like it could be this guy. But it's this one. Maybe they meant that after you get the head upgrade or whatever, maybe then you can press the X button to see the names. But it's still kinda bad. I don't know who these are. I mean, maybe that's it. Now this one I don't remember anything. Can we get any of the secrets without like revisiting? I can't remember. We're gonna seriously use that level map then. If I can't find anything. My memory is so bad. Like I need to play this like 20 times before I even have a basic understanding where anything is. Oh well. We're gonna kinda play the game as it's presented to us. Tunnel Rhino. I actually did listen to that song Shadow Rock ZX told me about. It's not as bad as I thought it was, but it's quite bad. So, there's a thing that happened. It's just a lot of empty hallways in this game. And then you can't shoot the bottom of this enemy. You have to shoot the top even though it's colored the same. Oh, there's more of these, except now they're brown. That's a color swap, as they call it in the industry. Can't get that yet, you need the gravity well, if I'm not mistaken. Specifically the charge. Now there's Trillman rock trapper things, except it's now mud. But there's a teaching limit. Can't die testing this. That's nice, I suppose. Oh no, there are spikes. Now that's how you put spikes up as a gameplay element. Well. Whoa, look at this. This could wait a minute. Oh. It's not an actual entity. Oh god. So I'm curious to understand what this is doing here. I guess it's like trying to prevent us from killing this enemy. But if you just come up here, you go like this. I don't see how that's gonna play into the game at all. Now the conveyor is against us. It's really that they're using their like material very poorly. Like, what is this ever gonna do except like delay my game? Like, there's no hazards here. There's nothing to die on. It's just like conveyors and these mudslide things, and it's not. Like, now there's a challenge. Like this one time, okay, maybe 2 times. But it's like most of this is just. Some of the challenge is really like stupid. Like it's just dumb. And then you drop onto enemies. Nice. Really strange game. Now it's probably a bit in here. Could not be. It is. Hello. Welcome back. A bit. I am Odas. You need to be stirred. I see. Well, don't wanna touch these Saturns or the rings. That's a really elaborate, like a projectile. Wow, a ring. How did they come up with that? It's like a brown Power Ranger. And now we're at the beginning. I love this. So let's plow through the useless sections of the stage to get back to that fight. This, if you really look at this stage, it's probably one of the worst stages in any X game so far. That is slowing you down on purpose. That's the only reason for that enemy. And the rest is just... Like, that's almost clever placement, but now the rest... This is really meaningless. That's slowing us down again. And then the rest... No, like nothing. I don't want to fight these enemies because it's so fucking boring. I just end up taking damage. This is just really, really, really boring. And now we're back at the gate. So now we do have our sub-tank full, which is gonna provide us with 1 extra hit. So basically, just wanna guide him out of your way. That's all that it is. Hard if you take damage. Oh, that's not even full health. That's like 2 more hits that we can take. This should be the weakness here. There we go. So once you just get the timing down, this should not be a problem. I say. Oh goodness gracious. He's destroying them. Oh, there's 2 of them now, Jesus. If you don't have the weakness, that's gonna be a fun time. These Replic's special abilities are 2. No, this can't be. I like how he's standing there and he's like, gah. Now he'll explode for 5 minutes. I hope you have the time. Mark this up in your calendar. Bit explodes for 5 minutes. Make sure you have the time for that. Man, he's so cynical. And you're an asshole. I do love how you can get back to Buster by pressing both L and R at the same time. No! An enemy we're gonna see 20,000 times in this game. And the little pellet that gets me every time. Because I can't see it behind the trills. Yeah, look at that. A small pellet. Nice of them to give us energy. And there's another. This, however, is not the only time we're gonna see this. Oh. And there's another, because we scroll it back. Let's not fight it then. It's not feasible. You know what? If I grew up with this game, this would be my favorite game ever. I'm not gonna deny that. Nostalgia is powerful. Luckily I didn't, so I can see the problems within. I probably missed a secret, I can't remember, but if I did, we're gonna come back here, like I told you. Don't worry about it. I know I possibly missed a secret. Can we try to get there anyway? Yeah, you dicks. Ja, ciao Bolongarester. Diamond! I don't think we can get there. Is there nobody here? There's no enemies. Wow! Close one. Okay, that was a stage. Very interesting. Who this? Tunnel Rhino. Oh no, it's the mid boss. Yikes, it's already... I thought we were still watching a cutscene. Apparently not. So the way to kill this guy is to shoot it. He will sometimes do things differently than other times. You ride his little wagon. I mean, even if you had like 2 HP, I don't think you're gonna die to this with the buster. It's unclear to me how he stops me from air dashing with his like wall crush thing. My controls just get jammed. There's no good way to showcase to me that my controls are jammed, but it's what he's doing. So yet another pointless meat boss. They're really bad in this game apparently, I just realized. They're not good. Oh, look. There's one of these. And one of these. One for both hands, huh? Let's go up the ladder. Another one! Vaulting! 2 of them. Well, that's a lot of damage. We've seen pretty much all the enemy types in the game already, so... Now we don't have to evaluate it anymore, let's just go through it. And hopefully not die. That would mean we'd have to play the game some more. That's not obviously what we want. Uh-oh. That's a placement. We shoot behind the ground. Well, we have a weapon that goes up. We have a weapon that goes up. Or it used to go up before we came here. Now it just collides with the ladder. We used to have a weapon that went up. There we go. It randomly... Look at that. So we have to be at the top of the ladder to throw this up. Okay, not at the exact top, because then it does nothing. But 1 pixel below the top. There we go. Then it works. Are you writing this down? So I think we missed a lot of things. Maybe, perhaps. I'm not sure. We're gonna use the level map. You hit your head on nothing. Tunnel Rhino. Tunnel Rhino. It's not actually Tunnel Rhino, it's Groundman. From Rockman and Forte. It's the same boss. Basically. Uh-oh, he goes back and forth. Just like every other boss. Oh. I didn't realize. So you just stay up in a corner and go down when you have the time. Look at him go. Oh, he knocked me down. What about the weakness then? Acid. And he's stuck. Yo! Ha! Tricked him. Where's his desperation attack? There it is. Just instant ram.
Memory is RAM, Jen.
This is so interesting, I mean. We've come a long way since Mega Man 1. If you agreed on what I said, leave a like. If you disagreed, leave a dislike. Got a rocket. It's the same weapon as the icicle. Almost. Thanks for watching another Nico Evaluates. Join us in Discord to talk about Mega Man, White Bread, and the neighbor's dog. Impact the show in my Patreon, or just throw a few bucks if you wanna buy me coffee. Check our merch at teespring.com/store/Snupster and get my quotes on your shirt. If you want to see weekly Mega Man races, go ahead and subscribe to Snupster. Catch you on the next one.